Crypto Unqualified.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, May 17th, 2019, and this is Crypto Unqualified, bringing you unique perspectives on everything crypto. My name is Benjamin, and across the table from me is my co-host Nathan, who is just back from a lovely getaway vacation to... Where did you go?
The land of Disney.
The Disneyland?
The land of Disney.
Oh, how was it?
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Magical.
It's brief, right?
Yeah,
Weekend?
3 days, but it's all my legs can handle.
Did you ever do...
Brutal.
Did you do the California Adventure?
Yeah.
Did you like that better than...
Yeah, I liked it all. I like the cars.
I didn't do that one. The line was so crazy long for that.
Dude, it's amazing. Like you're in a canyon. There's a waterfall.
Yeah.
And it looks very real.
We didn't shoot a show last week because of things in life and vacations and all the stuff, because you decided to go traipse away to Disneyland instead of sticking it out and grinding through the crypto goodness.
Yeah, it was all about me, that trip.
So we'll forgive him, but we're going to try to give you a shotgun blast of everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks since we last shot. And to that end, we're going to start with the crypto market cap.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it short.
Yeah.
Market cap is currently $223 billion. 2 weeks ago, it was, when we came at you, it was like $146 billion. Although yesterday it was up to almost $265 billion. We've had a retracement of about 11%. Bitcoin dominance is about 56%. And the interesting thing is that we had an all-time high in trading volume yesterday. We hit 102 billion. And today we are at 81 billion, down 20% from that all-time high yesterday. Crazy that we reached the all-time high in volume right now. I mean, you'd think that that would have been maybe in the 2017 run, December of 2017 or January 2018. Are you surprised that we just broke a record for trading volume?
Not really. People have had just pent up demand over the course of the last year and a half during the bear market, where prices just gone continually lower. So now that we're starting to see some kind of an upswing, and it was dramatic. The crescendo of that movement saw the highest volume of all time. And it makes sense. There's all kinds of crazy shenanigans going on with exchanges and hacks and I mean, just normal, another day in the life of, the blockchain economy generally. But it's cool. I'm not surprised. I expected that record to continue to be broken.
What was that article I was reading earlier? I mentioned something like there's a certain amount of people now own one Bitcoin. Like over the last 2 weeks, the amount of people that own one Bitcoin has gone up significantly.
Then you said something like 700. We'll see if we can pull up the article.
Yeah.
But 700,000
wallets own one
700,000 unique addresses own one or more Bitcoin, which is, it seems like a lot.
Right.
It seems kind of a lot.
There was the other fact that came out too that were, less than 4 million Bitcoins are left to be or left to mine. Out of,
arguably less than 21 million, a lot less than 21 million.
Yeah, so figure 3 million have been lost, and now there's less than 4 million to be mined.
Yeah.
Boom time. Boom.
Speaking of boom time, going down the list of the top 10 cryptocurrencies based on market capitalization, we've got Bitcoin currently trading at just over 7,000, Ethereum at 230, Ripple's trading at 37, Bitcoin Cash trading at 352, EOS right now at $5.84, Litecoin 85, Binance Coin at 24, Tether at $1, Stellar is trading at 12 cents, and Cardano rounding out the top 10 at 7 cents. Everything that I'm looking at now on saddlecrypto.com is looking a little bit down in the dumps compared to, even just yesterday. Yesterday, I was posting to our private chat how exciting it was to see a whole sea of green. And then no sooner did I say it, then it all just tanks.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought I'd come in here today and it would, we'd still be like, woo! Yeah. We just went over 300 billion, and we'd be a lot more excited.
So
I'm still excited. We're out of the bear market, Benjamin.
I think that we are. But I mean, I also lean on the education and the analysis of people way smarter than I am. There's a guy that I follow. His name is Enki Nakamura. If you have not heard of Enki, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Find him on Twitter. It's at Bitcoin_trading. I've been following this guy since probably 2014. I mean, he's a Bitcoin crypto trading OG, and his analysis is so just exquisite. And so his basic take is on a monthly time frame. If Bitcoin can stay above 7,500, then his view is that the bear market is officially done. Right? So using what I use with my skill set, I think that the bear market's over. But maybe what we just saw as a run up to $8,300 was just a quick, bull trap. So at the end of the day, the jury's still out. We're seeing green for the first time in a long time, and people are really stoked about that. But it also presents an opportunity for people to get trapped. And so if we can get a candle close on the monthly scale over the top of $7,500, this guy believes that the bear market is officially done.
I've heard several different spots where everybody thought, like, I heard it was 5,800. Now you're saying 7,500. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got this version of where it has to be for the bear market to be over. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just know that if it's not over, it's really close to being over.
I think so. I think the breakout of that falling wedge that we've been talking about on the show forever, that to me signaled the end of the bear market, or at least the beginning of what will become the bull market. And just to wrap up our analysis from the last time that we discussed the Bitcoin price chart on the 3-day scale, we got everything that we were talking about that we could potentially expect to see. We never got a pullback at the $6,300 level because price just went bananas, and it went straight up to 8,300, tapped that level a couple times, and most recently has pulled back. Now it wicked all the way down to $6,100, and now has found support right above $7,000. So that's the state of the state as far as Bitcoin is concerned. I'm expecting to see continued pullback, but whether it's sustained, whether it goes lower, or whether we break back up and through and push $10,000 remains to be seen.
BitMEX had a sell order of 5,000 Bitcoins at $6,200. And some people think that might have been a mistake.
What do you mean? Like it was a fat finger?
I don't know. That's just what I'm reading. It says, Bitcoin's now down 10% over the last 24 hours. It's trading right around $7,100 right now. Mm-hmm. But earlier today, 5,000 Bitcoins were sold at 6,200. That was that big dip.
Oh,
I mean, why would that? Why would somebody sell 5,000 Bitcoins at 6,200?
If it's okay, so just hypothetically, if I have a significant amount of Bitcoin like that and I want out now, and I want to market sell that Bitcoin, and I don't give a shit what the price is, I want it gone. I'm gonna look at the order book and find out how far do I need to go to get people to buy all these Bitcoin. So right at the top of the order book, you've got current price, right? Maybe there's only a handful of people that are willing to pay $7,000. And if there's only, 100 Bitcoin worth of demand at $7,000, but further down towards 6,100, there's 800 Bitcoin worth of, buying opportunity. If I'm market selling that amount and I've got 800 to sell, I'm going straight for 6,100, putting that order in, sell 6,100. It's going to burn all the way down through all of those orders, sell to all of those people, and I'm out. So maybe somebody just needed to buy a small island somewhere.
Maybe they missed a one. Maybe they meant to put 7,200.
Funny things happen like that. once upon a time, I fat fingered a 400 Bitcoin sell when I meant to buy.
Oh,
I
shit.
may have been drinking at the time.
Oh shit.
But that was back when it didn't really matter as much as it would
How
matter
much was
now.
Bitcoin then?
I don't remember exactly,
Yeah.
but it wasn't very much compared to today.
So what'd you do? Turn right around and sell it?
I think I sat on that order for a while because I was just like, well, that was stupid. Let's just see what happens. But that's not advised.
So maybe this sell was a mistake. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe like somebody wanted to get out. It's just weird they would want to get out at 6,200 when things have been going up. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I mean, if you believe that we have more pullback ahead of us, and you believe it that strongly with that much account balance behind you, it makes sense, I suppose.
Well, or maybe they've got 5,000 or 10,000 more that they thought they could crash the market down even lower, where they could buy more.
Honestly, it's hard to deduce what someone's motivations are for the way that they sell things or buy things. Literally, maybe somebody just wanted to buy a small boat or a big boat or multiple boats for their whole entourage. I don't know. They just wanted it gone. They wanted I don't know.
$250 million. That's a decent boat. It's no skiff.
No,
It's like a helicopter pad. Pretty sure.
it'd be like a McAfee boat.
Yeah.
Maybe McAfee needed another boat.
Oh shit. Maybe it was McAfee.
Ah,
On the run.
plot twist.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to go too far.
Yeah. We're already there.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
So that's your Bitcoin price analysis update for this week.
We're just going right into news, right?
Yeah, we're just going to jam on it.
Jamone.
What you got?
I had the first news story. It's your turn.
All right. Wait, you did? You sneak it in there? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it was the BitMEX dump.
Oh,
I just prematurely.
man, you just
It was pre-lightning.
you usurped my.
Would pre-lightning be thunder?
I think that's post lightning.
Yeah, I think you're right. Man, we're dumb.
All right. Craig Wright is a liar. Early adopter proves ownership of Bitcoin address claimed by Craig Wright. I mean, news or no news?
I don't think we should call Craig Wright a liar. He might sue us. So that's just what we
Allegedly.
read. Yeah.
Let's recant that. Allegedly, Craig Wright is a liar.
There's opinions out there that Craig Wright might be a liar.
One thing he definitely is lawyered up. So,
yeah.
On May 16th, an unknown person posted a signed message to social media concerning a Bitcoin address that was used as evidence in the ongoing Kleiman versus Wright lawsuit. According to the message, which is verified to be the rightful owner of the address used in the Florida lawsuit, the address never belonged to Satoshi. So Craig Wright's a liar. That's the long and the short of it. Okay, what you got?
Allegedly. he's a
Allegedly.
liar. Yeah. So Mike Novogratz says Web 3.0 will change the world, not Bitcoin.
Oh, like Bitcoin won't change the world.
Exactly. Yeah. He says Bitcoin represents a store of value or acts as digital gold. It is not going to change the world, Novogratz argued. He further stated that instead it is Web 3.0 that has the potential to change the world. So it's separating data from the processing of it. The investor noted that public ecosystems such as Ethereum and lots of competitors are all vying for the space. I think Bitcoin's already changed the world.
Yeah,
in my
I was
opinion.
going to say exactly that.
I mean,
it's already
so
happened. I don't think he's wrong, in the sense that Bitcoin will become more of just a store of value.
Sure.
And we've talked about it before. If Bitcoin came out today as a blockchain technology compared to all of the other things that are available, people would be like, this thing is really terrible.
But super secure.
Very secure. I mean, it's sound. It's just not super user friendly or usable or fast or scalable.
A lot of people think it's the most secure still just because there's so much money involved with it.
Yeah, I mean, they're all good points, but I think he's correct in the sense that moving forward, the blockchain economy will be pushed not so much by Bitcoin, but by everything else that's being built as a result.
So, as you know, Consensus was this week in New York. That's the biggest blockchain conference in the world, arguably. And Last year, consensus was held during the start of the bear market. A lot of negativity around cryptocurrency and Bitcoin at that time. This year, it actually kind of started the run that we're on. There was a lot of bigwigs at consensus. Microsoft was there. There was talks that eBay was going to start accepting cryptocurrency, although they currently have come out and said no. So I don't know why they had banners there. There's probably more there behind the scenes that we know of. I think there probably is something happening, but it's maybe they didn't want to prematurely come out and say.
Well, that's stupid. Why would they had banners up?
Yeah, supposedly there were some banners up, eBay's, blah, blah. Yeah, so I don't know if it was just a ploy. I don't know but what's going on with that. But what I found out when we've heard news like this in the past, like, oh, Facebook's doing this or so-and-so is getting involved, usually it comes out months later that there really is something going on.
Yeah. That's weird that they would refute that if there was advertisements there stating as much or implying as much.
Banner. There's a banner.
Somebody's going to get fired over that. Overstock insiders revolt after crypto-crazed CEO dumps 900,000 shares. Wow.
Which one? Who?
Overstock.
So
Overstock, and we've talked about this too. Overstock has been in the crypto game since 2014. They started accepting Bitcoin. Overstock CEO and crypto enthusiast Patrick Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E, figure out how to pronounce that, felt he needed to defend his sale of about 900,000 shares of company stock. He wrote a letter defending his decision as news of his choice had reportedly sent insiders into a tizzy and dropped shares about 16% earlier in the week.
Coinbase Earn is expanded to over 100 countries. It's enabling customers to earn by learning. So we've seen this on Coinbase here. I got an email from Coinbase saying you can earn free Stellar. And once I got on and watched the video, it said you just have to watch these tutorial videos on said coin like it was Stellar.
Mm-hmm.
You watch a 5-minute clip, you get like 5 Stellar. You watch another one, you get like 5 Stellar. And then you watch a longer one, you get like, it was like altogether it was like $50 worth of Stellar.
Wow.
By just reading the video that educates you about Stellar. So it looks like they're expanding this now to 100 different countries. And looks like Stellar obviously is one of them. Basic Attention Token and ZRX are 3 that they are promoting. Giving away these said coins for the education of these said projects or coins. What do you think about that?
It's an interesting take, but it's a take that's kind of in line with Stellar since the beginning, because Stellar was just an airdrop. If you had any kind of Bitcoin balance, I believe on Coinbase or possibly Binance.
Mine was on Bittrex when I got the airdrop.
Yeah, so they airdropped all of this Stellar to accounts or to addresses that had some kind of a Bitcoin balance, and it was proportional in some sense.
Was it Bitcoin or was it tied to Ripple?
No, I think it was tied to Bitcoin, because I definitely didn't have Ripple, but I had a Bitcoin balance, and then all of a sudden I had
I think you're right.
gads of Stellar, and I was like, what is this junk? And I sat on it for a while, and
I had like 100,000 of them. It was like worth next to nothing at the time.
Painful to think about, but yeah, a lot once upon a time. And now Stellar is doing really well. Honestly, the last time I checked, actually yesterday, Stellar had gone up like 30%. Obviously it's down now, but
50%.
Yeah, it was
almost. I was pushing 14 cents. Now it's down to
that's
like 12.
It's still in line. One of our previous episodes talked about how our number one pick for a coin that could potentially 10 times this year was Stellar. So
I forgot about that video. Yeah, that was when we had the pull-up chart.
Yeah, super highly produced. I encourage you, if you haven't seen that episode, don't watch it. It's junk. But but Stellar, we expect it's going to do really big things price wise, and just in the new crypto economy, and people are using it. IBM's using it. It's going to be a big deal. It is a big deal.
I like it.
Yeah. I still don't own any.
Bitcoin Cash's Roger Ver says Coinbase and Binance are now on his safe list.
Safe list?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Despite calling them non-wallets and not as safe, Verse said that both exchanges had provided users with seamless channels to easily trade cryptocurrencies than any other cryptocurrency exchange. Ver concluded by saying that the fifth best platform on his list was the Atlanta-based Bitcoin payment service provider BitPay, which has enabled millions of people around the world to trade in digital assets. So if you're looking for Roger Ver's stamp of approval, there you go.
Binance and Coinbase?
Yeah. As far as exchanges go, sounds like they're the only two that he likes.
And I've heard BitPay as being Bitcoin Cash kind of friendly. One of these days we're going to do an episode just on Bitcoin Cash. It's like I feel like we've kind of treated it unfairly. It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
Because Roger Ver is such a lightning rod for negative press, it seems. But as far as the technology goes, the more I hear about it from people that I respect, it's got a whole lot more going for it as a currency than Bitcoin does. But one of these days we'll actually sit down and like dig into it.
Yeah. So this didn't happen this week, but while I was gone, this would have been on last week's. Binance was obviously hacked. I'm sure all of you know out there. There was.
If you don't know, go onto Binance, change your password, change your two-factor.
Yes, that's highly recommended. CZ came out and said that. Change your two-factor just in case the data was compromised. So good point, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Good point.
All my points are that good. And
to be on point, Binance right away, told everybody their funds were safe. They have a Seifu account. An interesting way of saying that, and then the whole community really sort of reached out and said they would reimburse the funds that were hacked. It was like 40 million or something like that.
Yeah. The way that exchanges handle, because these things are going to happen, exchanges will get hacked. The way that the exchange handles those catastrophic situations says a lot about them. And Bitstamp, a lot of exchanges have gotten hacked. Bitstamp got hacked back in the day, and they handled it well, and they've retained most of their clients as a result. And Binance has proven that it knows how to handle these things properly. Not only that, but they had an account already created, a little slush fund basically, that safeguards against things like this. It's like an insurance policy, and I think it's paid for by the people that use the service. Small fractions of fees get put into this Seifu account,
right?
And that's what pays for it when they get hacked. So they were prepared at least for the event. I
mean, compare that to like the Bitfinex thing that just happened the last couple of weeks with Tether and how that's breaking down and like just the total difference in the transparency, like with Bitfinex and that just seems so much shady behind the scenes. Like they'll tell you a little bit, but not enough, and you're getting bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Like it just gives legitimacy to Binance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So how high Bitcoin is? What's the high that's hit the last few days? Like 8,300, right? Did it get over that?
83 and change. Yeah. If I can just go back to the chart, looking on the Bitstamp 3-day chart, the highest wick I've got just almost tapped $8,400. It's like 83, just about 8,400, 83 change.
Well, and you had said 2 weeks ago that was the spot. I mean,
if we were going to break through what should have been resistance, around $6,200, $6,300, and not pull back, then that's the level that I had targeted.
We just blew through that. Like that was nothing.
Like it wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like it did not even exist. We had more resistance at a really odd, 5,300 was that's a level that we kind of anticipated we would see some resistance at, but even that, it was so muted, and then just straight up. When we actually start on the path to go back to 20 grand, to go over 20 grand, the real bull run, these kinds of candles are going to just not stop. It's just going to keep going.
I mean, I was in Disneyland, looked down at my phone. I think it was maybe Saturday, and it was like up $1,200. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd forgotten what that looked like.
Dude, I remember a time when we sat and watched the charts for almost a year to see $1,000 price move. Over the course of a year to see price move $1,000.
Wow.
And now we can see that in days, less than a day. And
Hours.
someday we'll see tens of thousands of dollars of price action in a day.
God, that's crazy, isn't
It's
it?
crazy to say.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to think. If you look at, I mean, there are precedents for such things, one of which is Berkshire Hathaway. That sucker, that it's a stock, and it swings tens of thousands of dollars at a time. And no one bats it. Like, it's like, oh, that's just Berkshire Hathaway again.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you Bitcoin will see the same kind of price movements someday.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. SEC uncertainty looms over token summit again. Most at Token Summit 2019 seem to agree U.S. regulators need to decide what to do about tokens, whatever the decision may be. Our governments cannot keep up with the pace of technology, especially blockchain technology. It's moving too fast, and eventually they just won't be able to keep up.
They just don't have enough smart people.
I don't think that's the case. It's just their processes are built on a framework that was established in like 1780 whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to keep up with the pace of the evolution of technology when you're sending every freaking thing to a committee, and then that committee needs to ratify and then send it to the House, and then, okay, the House has to change, but, you know, we're going to be 5 iterations down the road by the time you decide what to do about the first thing.
Yeah.
It's maddening.
It is. It's exciting.
Yeah. It is a bit exciting. It's also super frustrating.
John McAfee might be on the run right now.
Oh, let's end with that.
John McAfee might be on the run right now.
And that was the show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you tell somebody else about it. And be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button so we can keep you up to date on everything happening in crypto. If you'd like to reach out to us on Twitter, you can do that at
Crypto Kahuna.
And I am at Crypto Light Show. And of course, be sure to go to the seattlecrypto.com website, where you can find all of the news and information that we bring to you each and every week in a new and improved format.
Yep. All the current news stories, pricing, charts. Did I say John McAfee's on the run?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone rogue. Yeah.
There's going to be a movie about him someday.
Is. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he gets away. I'm just saying.
There's somebody right now that's actually tweeting updates, but the recent one said that he might be contained, right?
Yeah. Detained.
Detained.
He might be contained in a detention center.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm going to miss his tweets. I hope not.
Yeah. Well, we'll bring you the latest next week
on
Crypto Unqualified.
That's the show. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
Crypto Unqualified.